Welcome back to the fifth and final day of the 6th Annual Charley Awards. I am your host and track announcer, Paul Espinosa, and today is the day we've all been waiting for. It's the announcement of Horse of the Year for 2021 here on the 6th Annual Charley Awards. And again, you sort of had two choices that you could go, and you couldn't go wrong with either one. On the female side, you have defending Horse of the Year, Star of Night, a perfect 5 for 5 this year. On the male side, you have her stablemate, Muad'Dib, a perfect 6 for 6, and again, just delivering on all the hype that was kind of heaped upon him right from the start of his career, thanks to his older sister, Late Night Powwow. Both horses deserving, but here on the Charley Awards, no ties. Only one can win, and so the winner of the award for Horse of the Year for 2021 here on the 6th Annual Charley Awards is Muad'Dib. And again, you certainly couldn't go wrong with either one. And again, Jeff Runco trains both, and so I feel like that sort of ends up in a way that kind of affects the decision a little bit. You have Star of Night put together, fantastic campaign, and again, last year there were no males that were able to sort of, have a resume to point to that could knock her off of that throne. But this year, I think you could make a case that Muad'Dib certainly did. Again, perfect 6 for 6, and he showed up in the biggest race. When we think about the top West Virginia breds of all time, what race do most of them run in? The West Virginia Breeders' Classic. And so again, I feel like there was no reason, certainly by any stretch of the imagination, for Jeff to run Star of Night against Muad'Dib. Both of them could have fantastic campaigns, staying apart, and they both stayed undefeated. That's no knock on Star of Night, and it's actually kind of interesting to look at some speed figures that suggest that Star of Night actually maybe a little bit quicker than Muad'Dib. But when it comes to that Horse of the Year resume, Muad'Dib had it, and he was just, again, spectacular from start to finish. One of the coolest horses we've had the privilege of watching here at Charlestown, and certainly look forward to seeing what the future has in store for him. But for now, we will look back on that aforementioned win in the West Virginia Breeders' Classic. As they race into the far turn, Muad'Dib puts his head in front. His stablemate North Atlantic coming with a 3-wide bid. Heroes Man battles on at the rail. These three have opened up 5 lengths on Martin Man. They round the far turn in the Classic with Muad'Dib in front. Heroes Man hugs the rail and tries to battle on. North Atlantic plugging away in third, but Muad'Dib takes over inside the final furlong, opens up on a 2-length lead from Heroes Man, and then North Atlantic. What a night for Boca Chica and Runco and Muad'Dib. He's a perfect 8 for 8 and a Breeders' Classic champion. Muad'Dib dominates in the Classic from Heroes Man, then North Atlantic in third. And so again, whether it's, again, the Charley Awards, the West Virginia Bred Thoroughbred Breeders Association, the Eclipse Awards, it doesn't really matter. Again, races like the Breeders' Classic, if you win those races, and again, you already have that sterling resume, that's the type of race that wins you Horse of the Year. This was no knock on Star of Night. Again, she was last year's Horse of the Year winner here on the Charley Awards, but this year it's all about her stablemate, Muad'Dib. Again, a perfect 9 for 9, and we'll look forward to seeing how far he can go into his career undefeated, as he, again, certainly showed no signs of ever showing any chinks in his armor by any means. Just a really cool horse, and again, very fortunate to have him with us here at Charlestown. But that will conclude the 6th Annual Charley Awards. Again, want to thank all the fine folks back at Grand Slam Social for all their help behind the scenes here on the Charley Awards, and again, helping us to give the proper honor and the attention that the West Virginia breds so greatly deserve here. Just one of my favorite parts of the year is to kind of look back on the previous year, and then before you know it, here it's going to be springtime. That grass will be a little bit greener behind us, and we'll be getting back into the best West Virginia breds being on display. And already looking forward to next year and seeing what the rest of this year has to offer. But that will conclude the 6th Annual Charley Awards. Again, for all of us here at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races, I am your host and track announcer, Paul Espinosa. We hope you have the best 2022 possible, and again, we'll see you back here in 2023 for the 7th Annual Charley Awards.